Thank you very much. So I was also in the mortgage industry for a very long time, and then in 2008, the crash occurred, and I got out of this business and went into the credit industry and found that there was a ton of need for this information. So our goal today is to make sure that no one goes through the stresses and the heartaches of not being able to be a homeowner. So that all the time.
Okay.
Yep.
So the other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit is, so you're looking at what you see, let's say from Credit Karma, and it's not making sense to you. And you think, well, let me just search online to find out how I can fix things. What happens when you search online to fix your credit?
Well, between social media and Google, you're going to get a lot of wrong information. Unfortunately, the fastest way, and this is a truth, the fastest way to dispute negative items on your credit report is by going online. What they don't tell you is the problem with disputing online is you're going to trigger a 001 code. A 001 code means that you're claiming the account isn't yours or wasn't yours. All the bureaus need to do is find your name in a database or the original creditor. So let's say that it's Target. If there is a Troy Martin that had an account at Target, it will meet the Federal Credit Reporting Act, which means my dispute was basically frivolous. So we don't want to dispute items online. We always want to write letters to the credit bureaus, and we need to follow the Federal Credit Reporting Act. Do you want me to go into that?
Oh, I think that's really important, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. So when we
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I do have to share with everyone. Troy and I sat down before doing this and shared with me some of these things that he's sharing now. This is huge. So pay attention.
Yeah. So if I'm going to dispute items on a credit report, I have to find one of three things. The first thing is I have to find inaccurate information, or incomplete information, or information that can't be verified. So those are the three things that we're looking for according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So what the heck does that mean? It means inaccurate. If there's items that don't match, that automatically makes it inaccurate. And we find 100% of credit reports have errors. I'm going to say that again. 100% of credit reports have errors on them.
Say that one more time.
100% of credit reports have errors.
100%.
100%, yes. So if you're wondering if you have errors on your credit report, you do. And all of us do. And the reason for that is because we have human beings working on filling in information, and there can be something as simple as a wrong keystroke, or maybe you go to a football game and you apply and you aren't completely honest with your social security number because you just want that free towel that you can wave at the game. So you miss a digit, guess what? That will show up on your credit report. So we're finding all kinds of errors made by the credit bureaus.
So once you find an error, what do?
Then you're going to write a letter to the bureaus that are reporting that wrong information, and you're going to let them know that you're disputing the inaccuracy or incompleteness of the credit report, and you want them to correct or delete it. And they usually have about 30 days to do that. The exception to the rule is if you're using annual free credit report, which is a fantastic credit report to see all of your history, but you don't want to use that when you're disputing negative items on a credit report because it actually extends the investigation to 45 days. 15 days is a lot longer, if you will, for them to correct things. And we don't really want them to correct things. We want them to delete things. So we want to give them the least amount of time possible to respond.
So we've talked about Credit Karma isn't necessarily the best place to sign up with, but annualcreditreport.com is a good place to get your free credit report.
That's correct, but not to use for disputes. If you're going to dispute things, you want to use a different organization. There are several out there. So My Score IQ is fantastic. It gives you both mortgage scores and FICO version 8. You can use myfico.com. That's another good one to use. It will give you mortgage scores along with FICO version 8. And then another one, which is the one that I recommend for our customers, is Identity IQ. And the reason why we suggest you use that one is because it will actually highlight mistakes made by the credit bureaus. So if you're going to do the work yourself, it's helping you with how to dispute those negative items. So it's a fantastic.
Is there a website for that?
There is, yeah. So if you go to lifeline.credit and you click on order a credit report, there are 2 credit reports that you can order. One is the My Score IQ, and we have a discounted link for that. The second one is the Identity IQ. The first one is a $1 trial, so you literally can pull for $1 and see what's on your score. That's good for 7 days. The second one is $27 a month, but if you're going to be fixing credit, you want that one anyway.